The following story is based on real events from my point of view. Due to incrimination, privacy, and all that other stuff, 98% of the names have been changed and pictures have been blurred. I do not own the rights to the instrumentals, but I do own the rights to the pictures and half of the videos that's on this. Chapter 9, Razsputing. So I got the nickname Razsputing because just like the real Razsputing, I couldn't be defeated. Everybody that was with me tried to eliminate me, but niggas could not eliminate me. Casanova tried me the hardest, and let me tell y'all about him, but to tell you about him, I gotta take it back a few years. So I started chilling with Casanova around 2005 because he was cool with Trey, and Casanova was driving around that time all around Lugoff and Elgin, and he also knew Candy, and I wanted to see Candy so bad, so I started chilling with him. So around 2005, I ran into Candy again. Me and Casanova pulled up to a crib, and when we pulled up, I seen her outside. It's like everything was in slow motion, and you know, I got out the car, she seen me, ran towards me, I ran towards her, and gave her a big hug. That was it, nothing more, nothing less. And like a year after that, we went back to her house, and I went to give her a hug, but I hesitated because I noticed she was pregnant, and plus I seen her baby daddy with her, and I seen what type of dude she liked it, so I tried to be somewhat similar to that, and that's why now I'm gonna bring y'all back to 2007. Around this time, I started hustling. I was just hood, and in 2008 I was real efficient. You know, I had 2 whips, a lot of money, so instead of getting her, I got other women. Like everything I did to impress her, I ended up attracting everybody else. And once this happened, I never went back and tried to find her. I just started meeting other women and left that alone. So I started hanging out with Casanova, and shit started getting rocky between us. Once I seen how foul and grimy he was, I ain't really want to hang with him. So around this time, it's 2009, everybody's hating on me because I was making so much money. Casanova came to the spot and linked up with Fat Boy. I ain't really fuck with Casanova like that, but Fat Boy was chilling with him. So Casanova came with a bunch of Air Force Ones that he was selling. That nigga was weird. He was selling liquor, Air Force Ones, and dildos on some weird shit. Yo, what the fuck? He told my man, that's for the bitches. Nah, that nigga was on some fruity shit. But anyway, he had like 20 pair of Air Force Ones, and he was like, yo, can I leave them at y'all crib for a minute? And Fat Boy was like, yeah. So I told him I ain't gonna be home, I'm about to go to work. So all of us left. Nobody was at the crib. So while I'm at work, Casanova hit me up like, yo, where the fuck my shoes at? I'm like, the fuck you talking about? He said, nigga, I'm missing like 2 pair of shoes. I'm like, why the fuck you telling me? He said, nigga, you was at the crib. I said, nigga, I left. So we arguing, and Fat Boy was like, yo, we gonna ask the neighbor. So our neighbor said, as soon as I went to work, some niggas that used to hang with me, some old Northside Hood niggas, they came through the back window, took 2 pair of shoes, and then they ran out my house, and she showed us where they went at. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm on the way. So once me, Casanova, and Fat Boy was at the crib, we decided to go get back his shoes. So we walked to the other side of Steeple Chase where the niggas was hiding at, and we knocked on their door. So I'm holding a baseball bat. Fat Boy was just standing there with nothing, and then Casanova had a pistol on him. So Casanova banged on their door, and the lady asked, she was like, can I help you? She was like, yo, where your sons at? They got my motherfucking shoes. And she told them to come out there and talk to us. And when they came out, it was 2 of them. They came out, they were scared. We had them surrounded, and they looking at me like, damn, Jay, you gonna do this to us? And I just turned my head and ignored them. So long story short, they gave Casanova his shoes back. But right after this, Casanova went right into the Gardens in Columbia, South Carolina, which doesn't exist no more because that shit was too wild. But he went to the Gardens apartment complex to go see this chick, and we came back to his car, his window was smashed and all the shoes was gone. So he called me like, yo, I'm about to come get you, I got 2 pistols, you gotta go handle this. I'm like, whoa, I'm not about to do no accessory, no murder. Your shit got those, you gotta handle that. What the fuck I look like? So me and him got into a big argument about it, and we kinda stopped talking after that, cause he was saying if it was the other way around, he would've helped me. Fuck that. And like a week after that, that nigga tried to get me set up, I think. So we still in some apartment complex in Irmo, South Carolina, because he said he had 2 girls over there, and I rode with him. So when we get there, it's just one chick. So So he like, damn, bruh, she was supposed to have a friend, but she didn't. So he was like, yo, I'm smashing the car real quick. You mind standing outside the car? And I ain't no cock blocker, so I agreed. But what's crazy is I ain't know we was in a folk neighborhood, and I had on all red. So as I posted up, you know, I started walking around the apartment complex, and a group of niggas walked past. It was like 3 of them. They was like, what up, blood? And I answered so quick, I didn't realize what they said until after I answered. So I was like, what up? And they said, oh, word? We gonna be right back. So like 2 minutes later, a fucking station wagon rolled up to me. Now, usually I carry a pistol, but this time I had a sock full of batteries on me. Cause I was still a brawler. I'd rather fight than shoot. But anyway, once the station wagon pulled up, like 7 niggas jumped out that shit and started walking towards me, talking about, what up, blood? And they had their hands up like they wanted to fight. So I took the sock full of batteries out and started winding that shit. I'm like, what's up? And nigga ran at me, so I swung so hard that this shit flew out my hand and ain't hit nobody. So now one of the niggas was able to scoop me and I'm punching him in the head and they all dragged me to the ground. And I see a dude with a mask on, he got a gun, they like, hold him, hold him, hold him. So I'm end up pushing and running and shit, they pulling on my shirt. I was able to get free and I took off running, they chasing me. So I ran around the corner and then I seen them get back in the car. So as soon as they get back to the car, I went through this cut by the stairs. And then I ran the Casanova car and I started beating on it. I'm like, yo, we gotta get the fuck out of here. He's like, yo, what you doing? Cause he in the middle of fucking this girl. I'm like, yo, she gotta get out the car, we gotta go, nigga. I just got jumped. He told me, oh, that was you getting jumped? So he seen me get jumped but didn't help me. And that's fucked up cause when he got jumped at the club a few years ago, I helped him. But anyway, shorty got up out the car and we ended up getting out of there and he was laughing. Shit, I ain't really care, I was just like, fuck it. I've been shit, this is my second time getting jumped, I ain't worried about it. So at this time I didn't feel like he set me up. But after what happened next, I was like, yeah, that nigga had to set me up with that shit. So like a week after that, I told him I got 2 girls for us to chill with. So I told him to meet me in Hopkins. He said, nah, how about you meet me in Richland County Hospital, park your car there and ride with me, you can save gas and I'll drive to Hopkins. So I agreed. So as we en route to go pick up shorty named Step, a puppy ran in the road. And that's when Casanova ran over the puppy and started laughing. I'm like, bro, that shit ain't funny. And he was just cracking up laughing like he was a sick motherfucker. So we scooped shorty up, she get in the car, we en route to go pick up a homegirl. And then all of a sudden, Casanova's like, I'm good. Y'all could just do y'all thing. So I'm like, this is some weird shit. Why the fuck he gonna take me to go get a chick and he ain't trying to see one himself? So we ride to a little cut and me and her get out the car. So she pull her pants down, it's about to go down, then he come around the corner with his pants down, and I'm like, what the fuck? And she like, what the fuck y'all got going on? He talking about, we about to run a train, bitch. And she like, no the fuck you ain't. I'm like, oh nah, I ain't had this shit set up like this. So she looking at me like, this what you had planned? I'm like, hell nah. So he looking at me like, whose side you gonna take? So I wanna punch this nigga in the face so bad, but I'm like, if I hit him, we gonna be stranded out here. So I told her, I said, yo, I'm gonna come back and scoop you up. And I said, yo, let's bounce. So when me and him got in the car, I was real quiet, and he kept looking at me. He was like, you're not gonna pick her back up, is you? I said, nah, but take me to my car. So he like, bro, don't pick her back up. I'm like, all right, take me to my car. So as soon as we pulled up to Richland Hospital, I hopped out, started walking my car. He started following me, and I pushed him on his car, and I fist cocked back like I was gonna hit him. I should have hit him, but I didn't hit him. I was like, man, get the fuck out of here. So I got back in my car and went to go pick her up, and she was still out there, yo. And that's fucked up. I felt bad, but she said she know I ain't had nothing to do with it. And she was like, she gonna get some niggas to fuck him up. So I ended up taking him back home, and I stopped fucking with that nigga. And that's when I was like, damn, when I got jumped, I wonder if he set me up. Anyway, he was a foul motherfucker, so we had one conversation on the phone. I threatened him, and he made some threats. I said, you know where I live, bitch nigga. And that was the last time I ever heard from him. So around this time, I realized that, damn, everybody around me is against me. Everybody hating on me. You know, I ride solo. I got the Scarface car. You know, I got a gang. I'm still riding solo. But one day I pull up in Sand Hills, and I'm at the gas station walking in to go pay for my gas. And it was a car full of young niggas. They was about 5 deep. And they like, yo, that's your Scarface car? I'm like, yeah. I'm looking, it's a nigga that's in the middle in the backseat talking. He said, yo, that shit ugly. And I said, but you sitting in the backseat. You don't even got a car, nigga. And all his homeboys started laughing at him. So I paid for my gas. When I came back, their car was gone. But as I'm getting to the light turned red, and they pull up beside me, and they roll their windows down, and then the light turned green, and they threw a bunch of eggs in my car, and egged my shit. So they set off, thinking they got away, so I followed them to Sand Hills. So I'm watching them get out the car and start walking towards the movie theater. But one of them was walking in the back. It was the smallest one. So I wasn't thinking logically, I just wanted revenge. So I walked up to the nigga and punched him in the back of the head. And he was like, oh shit, and he started running from me, so I'm pulling on a shirt, hitting him, and then they all start running towards me, so I'm trying to get away, and one of them grabbed my shirt, and I tried to run, but he spun me around, all of them started hitting me and kicking me and shit, then they all took off running. So I let them get me, I ain't even chase them, you know, it was too many people out there, I was embarrassed and shit. So I ended up going to Elgin, South Carolina, and as I went to the gas station, I started cleaning my car off, and this dude named Ski pulled up. Ski was like, you good? I was like, man, I just got jumped. They egged my car and shit. He helped me clean my car up and shit. Everybody in Lugos and Elgin was always real, man. I respect them. But everywhere else, like Camden, Columbia, everybody was just out to get me. But this didn't stop me from being in the streets. I still was going to Sand Hills. So one day I'm out there, I run into Renegade. Renegade was like, yeah, I know those niggas that jump you is folk, but I'm Crip, and I'm on your side. So when I was out there Renegade, I ain't really had no problems. For one, that nigga was like 6'4" probably, so niggas ain't want no smoke with him. And one day, me and Renegade was in Walmart in Camden, South Carolina, and we wanted to Weem and two of his homies. So Renegade was like, yo, what's that shit you was talking? And Weem just started smiling, and Renegade ran up on him and pushed him, was like, what's up, bitch? Weem was like, come to the Ville. So it was three of them and it was three of us. It was me, Renegade, and Duke. So I was like, shit, we could fight here. And he like, nah, come to the Ville. So we ended up leaving and we drove to the Ville. And nobody was there because I know we beat them there. I did that shit on purpose just to prove a point. So as we leaving out the Ville, they pulling in. They like, nah, come back, come back, come back. And I was like, nah, because they gonna end up jumping us. But we did go to the Ville. I did that just to piss them off. And I already knew everybody in Camden was against me, so I used to fuck with them on purpose. Like, I'll ride past the Ville, playing loud music, riding folk areas, playing blood music, and I was just doing some wild shit. I was wild at this time. I even went back to the main event where I got jumped at a long time ago with Casanova.
So around this time, everybody used to fight in the clubs. They used to play shit like Crime Mob, Knuck If You Buck, play a bunch of Little John shit. They used to play songs that make niggas fight in this era. So every time we used to go to a club in Columbia, South Carolina, we'll end up fighting. But most of the time, I was by myself.
I pulled up to the main event and I met some shorties out there and I was just chilling with them. I ain't had no homies with me, just me and two shorties. So I'm out there selling weed to a bunch of niggas in there. And this big nigga was like, yo, you the dude selling weed, right? I'm like, yeah. He like, come in the bathroom real quick, I'm gonna get some. So we go in the bathroom. I noticed that everybody in the bathroom looking at me. So I'm like, how much you want? He said, I want all that. So I'm like, bet. Where the bread at? He like, nah, we about to take that shit. So I noticed everybody just staring at me. And I said, yo, I ain't even got my shit on me. Let me go get it real quick. See, I knew I was about to get jumped, but I wasn't gonna just give my shit up, because if I give it up, they probably gonna jump me anyway. So at this time, I started putting on my brass knuckles that I had in my pocket. So once I had the brass knuckles on, I started walking towards the door, and one of the dudes grabbed my arms like, hold on, bro, hold on, hold on, hold on. So I punched that nigga in the face, and then I tried to run out the bathroom. So niggas pulling on my shirt, punched me in my back of my head, and I'm grabbing the door handle. So I was able to get the door open, and the bouncer seen the shit, and he ran up and started pulling me. But as the bouncer grabbed me, he got my arms behind my back, and they punching me in my face and shit. I hear the DJ saying, oh shit, the fuck going on over there? And they turned the lights on in the club, and everybody see me getting jumped. So they end up throwing me out the club, and I'm the one getting jumped. So when I get outside, the police run up to me like, what the hell are you doing? Get out of here. I'm like, I'm the one that get jumped. I'm the victim, what the fuck? And they cursing at me, yelling at me. So I said, fuck it, I'm about to shoot everybody up in this motherfucker. So when I went to my car to go get my gun, it wasn't there because I forgot my gun just recently got stolen, the one I used to ride with. And that's why I realized things happen for a reason, because if it wasn't for my gun getting stolen, I would have been in jail for murder that day, because everybody was against me. I felt like I got jumped, the bounce ain't helped me, the police ain't helped me, niggas ain't helped me, people from Camden was in there seeing like nobody had my back. But me being Razsputing, I survived this situation. And that's when I finally stopped fucking with the main event club, because that shit was getting crazy, man. And I was a target. Plus, you know, I knew where I could find peace at. I was like, man, I gotta get my ass back to Myrtle Beach, because this shit out here is not popping. So I was looking forward to going to Myrtle Beach in 2009. That was my plan. And it was only a few months away.